Hi, my name is Dr. V, the comics and brand message creator. You are watching the explainer video of how to stand out from the crowd by sharing your brand message in collaboration with our archive of comic books. So, what we're going to be learning from this video is something that if you implement will make you memorable even 10 years from now. Your readers are going to remember who you are, what you do, and you're going to gain clients who are specifically the best clients for you, and you won't be wasting time with people who are not suitable for your service and products. And if you fail to do this, of course, that's what's going to happen. And also, not only the story is not going to be of high value, whatever content that you're giving in the book is not going to be of high value. It doesn't serve your customers, and also it doesn't make you stand out. So in turn, you lose trust and credibility. So what am I talking about here? This is about your brand story. So there are three important components when it comes to creating a story. So component number one is the message. This is like probably the most important thing, is to put the message across. We make that message very clear and make it like help you come up with that specific message that makes you unique and stand out from the crowd as an expert, which is different from your competitors. And the second component is the character. So guess who is the most important character in your story? Yourself, of course. So this is also the part that we put a big emphasis on. And the third component I'm talking about here is the structure. If you are a movie creator, a script writer of some sort, a novelist or a comic book creator, you understand exactly what I mean when I'm talking about the structure. So without a good structure, first of all, the story is going to be boring and convoluted, and you don't get to the point, like you don't get your point or your idea across very efficiently. The story failed to have an impact. Basically, the information is not given in a very palatable way for your audience. So this is how the three areas that we address in creating a book that will help you, that will serve you in standing out as an expert in your field and also your brand. And so how do I know this? I have been a professional comic creator since 2006, and until now, the readers I originally had in 2006 still seek me out, and today is 2018. That's 12 years ago. And they still seek me out, and they still say, oh my God, your story is so memorable. This is because I have applied all these techniques, like in the stories, that really hits them emotionally. So this is why, it is timeless. Even after 12 years, it's not forgotten. But, this is where I'm going to help you be. So then the book that you've created is going to help you make a mark and make that strong impression in the minds of your prospective customers and clients. So the product that we have here is called Say It With Manga, and for example, this is the entry-level product, which is an A5 booklet, and we call it a booklet because it is a little bit smaller and thinner than traditional books, but at the same time it is substantial enough for people to want to keep it and collect it, while it has a value content. So how does it work? So let me explain. How do we integrate first of all, the message, and then the structure, and also the character into this product? So this is the front cover. Let me scroll a little bit so you can see the entire page of what the design layout looks like. And so, for example, like on this top right corner, this is where your company logo goes into, and then it is in the form of the collaboration with the comic title of that we choose together. And how it works is that We have an archive of many different short stories or one episode from a series of comic books, and each of these have different keywords, inspirational message or moral message that can be used to illustrate a subject. So what we do is once we get on consultation with you and make clear what your subject is and what the core message that you're trying to convey about your subject is, then we will be able to give you the closest matching comic to illustrate your subject. There might be one, there might be two, there might be three, and we will talk about it until we get the one that is best to illustrate your subject. So in this case, is in collaboration with the Rose of Buckingham Palace, one of our comics, presents rapid transformational therapy. This is the subject of my client. So this is where your subject will go. So it's to say what kind of topic can you educate people on, and then your name down there. So we are positioning three things here in the cover. So your brand, your company or your brand or your business name over here, and this background color is customizable according to, usually we use your brand color in it. This character is not customizable, however, it is something that is associated with the story that you will be using. So the cover will be different depending on which story that you pick to illustrate your point. And the subject, of course, is customizable, and then your name will go there. The second page is blank, and the third page is basically an introduction to say this is a collectible comic book series in collaboration with your company. And the message about your subject is hidden in the story as an introduction of what this book is about. And then the next page is about the copyright disclaimer, and then we go into the comics. So in this particular instance, we pick a story about Princess Diana in her first public appearance for Charles' rapid transformational therapy. So we have a reason why we picked this particular comic. Is because in the story of Princess Diana as a 19-year-old making her first public appearance, she appears like a glamorous person that everybody envies the life of, but inside she's got a lot of insecurities, and she couldn't take the pressure and end up breaking down in tears within the story. But we all know that she eventually become quite a confident woman who knows what she wants, and she will be able to use her unique position to achieve her dreams and her aspirations, and this is through self-empowerment. So as a method of self-empowerment, rapid transformational therapy is a method to achieve that in a short, effective manner. So this is how, as you see, we can tie your subject to the comics in that way. And then you have two spaces to put in a quote that is related to your subject. And you can either pick this quote yourself, or we can help you pick one. So this is the part where it is customizable by our editorial team, where we talk about why do we tell this story, what is it about Diana and self-empowerment. So it's related to we are suggesting RTT because of this subject. And a little bit of your bio here to position yourself as the expert of that subject. And all these parts are templated, meaning there is already a format that we use where you can easily fill the blanks with your contents to make the process faster and easier for you, so you don't have to do the hard work of how do I put this, how do I structure the sentence, what should I put in this paragraph. It is all already designed to make it flow easier, and for your audience to already open up once they're entertained and know why we're telling this story. then they will be more receptive to the tips, the expert types tips that you have. So they will learn something from it. They will be more open to do that. So from there we have 3 tips, again templated, where you fill in with 3 things that you can educate your prospective clients and customers to gain their trust, because you're giving something of value. And the process we do this is by consultation. So by having a consultation with you, what we look at is often what is the commonest reason or the commonest objections they have in getting on board with your product or service. So this is where the secret is. So while educating them why what they're thinking is wrong, you are handling the objection, number 1, and number 2, you're also giving a valuable information to them, so then you can help them get to the next stage and be in a better position. And not only does it have to be, do we work based on their objections, but we also need to, like, from the consultation, identify what makes you unique as a service and product provider. Why, for example, does your customer or client should go to you rather than the next expert? This is the part that we dig deep into during the consultation. And then, in turn, you will be able to write a tip that is very specifically unique from your perspective. And that is much more powerful as a content rather than something like a generic tip. And at the end of it is a call to action, where you are putting all the information of how to reach you, and oftentimes, like, what kind of action can they take as a reward of having this booklet. For example, this is very popular amongst my clients, a free 20 minutes consultation. At the back of the book is your expert positioning, and this is all about you. So it makes them feel warmed up to you because they know a bit more about you. And within one of this paragraph here, this is like the key area where we do in consultation, is to identify that very key moment of why you are doing what you're doing, why you're passionate about it, and what is that key moment that distinguishes you as that product or service provider. The benefit of working with having a consultant and editor to be working with you is that oftentimes, even myself, is it's almost impossible to, like, see yourself, your product or service, your story in a completely objective manner, because we are all biased when it comes to ourselves. So you need someone else to reflect for you how you come across and what is it that makes you unique and special. Because for you, it might be something ordinary, but it's different when it's seen from another person's point of view. So now that you know how this product works and how you can create your brand story in collaboration with us, how do you use these products to gain your high quality clients and customers? So there are 2 ways you can use this booklet. So one is an offline method and the other one is an online method. So with the offline method, what you can do is you can give this away in your paid workshop events. So the idea is that, like, they're already warmed up to you, so they're more likely to, like, appreciate this and get on board when they are ready to buy your service or product. It's designed to linger around. Another way you can do it is also to, like, give it away at an event when you are guest speaking as a speaker. And the offline method will be similar to that, except that, for example, you have an opt-in box sitting somewhere on your blog or your website or some site where you advertise it through some internet marketing methods, and you could sell this at a low price point as an entry level information product. So what happens if you want to do the kind of networking in a big where there's a large number of people that you meet, but they are completely cold traffic, meaning you've never met them before, they don't know anything about you, you just want to create an impression. So we have this product, the leaflet, and they come together in a bundle as a package with the booklet and leaflet. And I would highly recommend printing a large quantity of this one and use it as a substitute to traditional business card. And it certainly does the advantage because, first of all, you are like completely like, how can you forget a big face of someone like on the leaflet, right? And it's also got your mini story. The content is very similar to the booklet, but of course we cannot put like an entire content of a booklet in an A4 paper. So it will be selected, and we are taking concisely like a smaller chunk of information and putting it there. So the advantage of this is it's more economical to print. So you wouldn't worry about like giving them away, like, you know, just, oh, I just met someone and like, here, take it, this is what I do. They might chuck it away at the end of the day. They might keep it if they're very interested in your product or service. But the idea is to just create an impression. So it's got one page of comic and like, again, the same system, a similar structuring to what the booklet is. So I hope that this has clarified you know, how you can use this product to serve yourself and your business and your brand. And now here's the mistake that a lot of people make, is to pass this opportunity and say, I'll have a look at it when I'm ready. But here's the thing about that kind of thinking, is that is about procrastination. I mean, when are you ever ready, right? And I would say that to be on board with this product and service will serve you and your business, because in the process of creating this alone, you will gain a lot of clarity on what is it that makes you unique, and that can help you in every aspect of your business, because the way you communicate will change completely. Every time we do this work, you are going to gain more and more clarity. So I would say that you should start now, like right now. When this video finished, just, you know, go to your email or text message me and book an appointment. So which one are you? Are you going to be a procrastinator or an action taker?